Hi everybody, welcome to Website Wednesday. Every Wednesday I review a website. I take a look at your website, I tell you what I think could be improved so that you make more revenue, engage more customers, and then we actually make a new website for you and we show you the difference between the one that you made, the one that we made, and then you get to keep the one that we made or keep suggestions from it and do what you want with it. So it's all free. If you go to businessmadesimple.com/website, businessmadesimple.com/website, you can enter your domain name or just hold your camera up to the screen if you're looking at this on a computer, and that QR code will give you the link. So make sure you put your domain name in and you win a chance for me to review your website. I do one every Wednesday. So 52 times a year you have the chance to win. All right, let's look at the website today that we're going to review. It is Carrots Cookies, Cartez Cookies. Sorry, Kartez. One of the things that I want you to notice is how hard it was for me to actually read the name of your business. This is blown up, and it's really so small here, and then your font is so small in your logo, it's just very, very hard to read. And a lot of times I notice that, not so much on websites, but I notice it on billboards. People will use a font that's hard to read, they'll make it too small, you're flying by at 85 miles per hour, complete waste of money. I do like the fact that you say cookies really big, and I mean that, because cookies is actually more important than Cartez, except you don't want them getting hungry for cookies and buying them anywhere else. You want them buying from you. So you're going to want to spell out your name a little bit more in order to let people know where to get their cookies. Okay, there's a lot that's going on here that's really great. One is that picture of a cookie makes me want to eat a cookie, and that's the whole point of the website. It is making me want to eat cookies, so congratulations. And then you've got a cookie right here where there's an Oreo trying to get out of it. You're speaking my language. I think we trap that Oreo inside that cookie, we don't let it out, and we eat it. That looks awesome. You've got jam inside of a cookie. These things look amazing. So, I think you're doing a great job making me want cookies, obviously. But I think there's some things that you could do that would improve this website. One, you need a really strong call to action. Your top right corner of your website is always where you get your strongest call to action, or where you should put your strongest call to action. Buy now, order cookies, whatever it is, and you've got a little lock button, or maybe it's a shopping bag, I'm not sure what that is, but you're missing great real estate to put what we call a cash register. You also don't have one down here in the middle, and you need one there too. You want to repeat the call to action in the header. Somewhere in here you need another call to action. You also need a reason for me to buy the cookie. Fresh baked gourmet cookie gifts is good, but if you said something like, when you give cookies, you'll make them happy, then you're teasing me a little bit more, because now I get cookies and I get somebody who's happy because I bought cookies for them. Needs a visual example of what the giftee will receive. I love the picture of the cookie, but this might be slid down to these pictures, and you might actually show a box of cookies being given to somebody, or them holding it out. Gave a friend of mine a cake last night, and we took pictures of us holding the cake. That's the kind of picture that I'm thinking of here, because you want to visually say, give your friends these cookies. Okay, the site needs to invite me into a story. Right now it doesn't. You need to say something like, you're trying to make a good impression, you're trying to make somebody happy, but people are a little tired of flowers and balloons. Why not cookies? That invites me into a story that solves a problem, making somebody happy, and also helps me overcome a challenge of not being, the usual gift. You could use a long-form paragraph about why your cookies are different. We all love cookies, but we just couldn't find a cookie that tasted perfect. We all have our idea of what a perfect tasting cookie is like. Mine is crispy edges, doughy middle. Therefore, we started Cartez Cookie to solve this problem. Whatever it is, that's going to really help you out. You want to include a lot of tantalizing adjectives. Tell people what to think. Gooey, scrumptious, the smell of the cookies will drive you crazy. Our neighbors write us letters thanking us for moving into the neighborhood. You want a lot of things that make me go, I got to taste this cookie. Remember Steve Jobs released the iPhone? He would hold up the iPhone and say, it's so smooth. It fits right in the palm of your hand. It's hard to believe 10,000 songs could fit into that. He's making you want to touch it. And what do you got to do to touch it? You have to go to the Apple Store and actually buy it. So if you want me to review your site, just go to businessmadesimple.com/website. Next, though, I want to look at a new website based on some of the suggestions that I made. Emily on our staff created the new website, and I think it looks really good. You can see the before and the after. again, pictures of cookies, we've got all that, but the text is going to make you want to buy cookies a little bit more. Let's take a look at what we did here on this website. First of all, we've got a top right call to action: send them cookies. We've got to get into the customer's head. Send them cookies, send them cookies, send them cookies, so that whenever, say, so-and-so's birthday's on Friday, we've now taught them to memorize the phrase, send them cookies. And somebody in the room is going to go, you should send them cookies, because we've taught them to say that and we've taught them to think that. So that's good marketing, is an exercise in memorization where you're getting people to remember and memorize your call to action. Send them cookies. We've repeated it twice. Again, 2 cash registers right there at the top of the page. When you send cookies, you send love. Do we need to say anything else? Now we are in charge of cookies at our bakery, and we're also in charge of love. And last I checked, human beings really like love. They love each other. So we want to be able to send love. They will never forget the day you sent them cookies. That's a strong offer. They're never going to forget this day, and you're going to send them love. The other one, we had a picture of a really great tasting cookie. Your cookies actually look better than these cookies, but those look like good cookies, good enough for me. And then we're gonna, but now we've got this problem. If I'm gonna send cookies, how do I do it? Do I just drive down there? And as soon as we enter into a fog of how do we actually execute on sending them cookies, we're much more resistant to buy, because we don't like moving into confusion. We don't like being in control. So we actually put a 3-step process here right at the bottom of the header that visually shows how easy it is to send cookies. Pick your batch, enter their address, make their day. That's it. And if that's the plan that you guys use, you should use that plan. Next, we're going to offer even more. You'll stand out when you send cookies. Now, I know you guys probably don't sell a Santa cookie, but that's a cool looking cookie. Happy birthday cookies, Easter egg cookies, and then you can hit the arrow to keep looking at different kind of cookies. And then send them cookies down at the bottom. Another cash register, another call to action. Why are cookies such a meaningful gift? You kind of want, in a header to a long paragraph, you want to ask a question that causes you to read the paragraph. You're teasing people. This big header is selling this. So let's read it. Expressing your appreciation through mail is difficult. Start with a problem. If you know StoryBrand, you know start with a problem. When people get a tiny, flimsy bouquet of flowers, they may feel like they are receiving a physical cliche. But when you send cookies, you send the very memory they loved about their mother and grandmother. You are also saying you spent a bit of time thinking only about them. See how we're adding so much to cookies? We're saying cookies are the perfect gift, and we're explaining why. Sending cookies through Cartez Cookies means you wanted the person you appreciate to have a terrific day. And believe me, we will make sure the message comes across. Browse our selection of special gift packages that feel anything but corporate. It's the next best thing to baking them yourself. Send them cookies. There's a lot of offer on that website. Not only do I send cookies, I send love. Not only do I send cookies, I don't send something that is cliche that they won't remember. Not only do I send cookies, I send something that they will remember forever. It's easy to send cookies. 1, 2, 3. All of that is communicated on this website that was not communicated on the other website. Now, I will say, pictures of cookies are your best bet, and you did that really, really well. But you have planted firmly in my mind that when I have a gift to give, I'm going to send cookies. Here's the before, not a whole lot of text, and that's a good thing, but we added the right text that actually invites them into the story and sells more cookies. Cartez Cookies, this is yours. You can use it to do anything you want with it. Hopefully there's some suggestions there that will help you improve your website and your business. We are obsessed with helping you grow your business. Again, if you want me to review your website, just go to businessmadesimple.com/website or scan the barcode on your screen and enter your domain name. Until next Wednesday, here's to growing your business.